Hello everyone, and we come on the air at this hour from Rome, just outside the Vatican, because we have just witnessed something historic on the eve of Pope Francis's visit to the United States. Just a short time ago, we were allowed inside the Vatican for an hour with Pope Francis, where he greeted us as he prepares for his trip. He told me he's ready, and he delivered a couple of messages to the American people before his historic visit. The Pope saying, for me, it is very important to meet with all of you, the citizens of the United States who have your history, your culture, your virtues, your joys, your sadness, your problems like everyone else. That's why this trip is important, for me to draw close to you in your path, your history. He went on to say, I'm praying for you all, and I ask you to please pray for me. The Pope allowed us to visit so we could help him connect with Americans in other parts of the country that he won't be able to visit. He held a virtual papal audience with Americans gathered in 3 different cities, Chicago, Los Angeles, and McAllen, Texas. He took questions and heard stories of struggle. He also spoke in English during some of his answers. In fact, at one point, asking a teenager in Chicago fighting adversity to sing for him, and she did. The Pope did not shy away from some key issues, and we will have much more tonight on a special edition of World News Tonight. Until then, I'm David Muir in Rome. I'll see you a little later tonight. Good day.
I'm here in McAllen, Texas, where the folks here, immigrants that just crossed the border, and people from this community experienced this amazing virtual audience with the Pope himself. They got advice from him as well as blessings. Our chant here from Sacred Heart in McAllen, Texas was, the Pope is here, we can feel him. And I'd like for you to get just a little more of that sentiment, of the feeling of what it's like to be down here on this very special day today. Así que se ve, se siente. Se ve. We see him, we feel him. The Pope is here. That's what they're chanting.
High-tech history at the Vatican made today. The Pope today, Pope Francis, held his first ever virtual audience, speaking with Americans and taking questions. ABC's David Muir moderated that event, and Stephanie Ramos has a look ahead of the Pope's historic visit to the U.S.
In many parts of the world, 78-year-old Pope Francis has rock star status. He is the first Latin American Jesuit to lead the Roman Catholic Church, and today, another historic landmark for the Pope from Argentina. He became the first Pope to hold a virtual audience via satellite with hundreds of people in Los Angeles, Chicago, McAllen, Texas, with ABC World News Tonight anchor David Muir moderating at the Vatican. The virtual audience lasted about an hour as the pontiff engaged with individuals from 3 different groups: students at the Cristo Rey Jesuit High School in Chicago's inner city, congregants from a McAllen, Texas church near the U.S.-Mexico border, and homeless men, women, and families in Los Angeles. The Pope said it's important for him to meet with all of them, the citizens of the United States who have problems like anyone else. He heard stories of struggle, invoking tears, and gave immigrant children hope for a better future. At one point, asking a teenager in Chicago fighting tough personal battles to sing for him. She did.
I guess I had to do it since it's the Pope.
Pope Francis even called directly on Sister Norma Pimentel, who helps immigrants in Texas. He told her he loved her.
That was beautiful, and I think on behalf of everybody present, because I represent all of us.
In the end, crowds chanting, I see it, I feel it, the Pope is here. Pope Francis says he wanted to connect in a new way with people he wanted to visit but wouldn't be able to during his trip to the U.S. Stephanie Ramos, ABC News, Washington.